Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about an important topic, digital equity and the digital divide. In this digital age, access to digital devices is essential. It's a critical part of our lives in a way that we all communicate. It's a critical factor in the quality of our education and our daily life. Unfortunately, not everyone has access, and it creates a tremendous disparity in the quality of life. It also creates tremendous disparities in the quality of education and the quality of learning. In this video, we're going to discover what digital equity is, its impact on society, and how we can reduce the ever-increasing digital divide. Let's talk about what the digital divide is, how we can help reduce it, and what we can do to help create more digital equity. Before we dive into digital equity, let's talk about what the digital divide is. The digital divide refers to the gap who have access to the internet, devices, and digital technologies that can help support their learning, their quality of life, and their ability to move forward with better careers or opportunities. Those who don't have these resources are at a tremendous disadvantage. These disparities can be created by socioeconomic factors, geographic location, and age. Let's talk about the impact it has on education. The digital divide has a tremendous impact on the quality of education. Students who lack access to digital technologies have a huge disadvantage at progressing forward in education with the ability to learn online with digital tools to help support their learning and having devices that can help provide them with research tools and additional information around the world. This can limit their opportunities and hinder their ability to function well in a 21st century environment. Let's talk about bridging this divide with digital equity. This also includes access to the ability to learn skills to support the use of these devices. Digital skills and the ability to access digital resources and use them fluently and effective is a huge skill in today's world. Not having devices, not having equity, increases that divide and lack of access and the ability to progress forward in your life and education. Bridging the digital divide requires a commitment from educators, communities, and governments to help support access to students who have limited devices, connectivity to the internet, and resources that will help them learn in a 21st century world. Let's talk about providing the infrastructure to help support decreasing the digital divide and increasing digital equity. One critical step in supporting digital equity is being sure that the infrastructure and technology is supported in a large number of areas so that devices can be connected to the internet and provide these digital resources. Governments and organizations need to invest in underserved populations and areas to be sure that these areas get the resources necessary for them to be able to have a broadband network and connectivity to provide not only the devices so they can function in this environment, but an infrastructure to support them in the long term. It's critical to ensure that everyone has equal internet access. Let's talk about accessibility to devices. It's critical to put into place systems that can support users who don't have access to devices or the funding to be able to afford their own devices. It's critical that schools help support bridging these gaps with whatever funds they have available to ensure that all students have the same opportunity to learn with online resources, digital tools, and strategies around improving their learning through using educational technology. This empowers students to stay engaged and stay learning. Let's talk about digital literacy and training. Digital equity goes beyond just providing access. It also means providing the education around digital literacy so that these tools can be used effectively in the classroom and at home. It's important to offer training programs for adults, students, and all community members so that they have the training necessary to help support their use of devices and promote equity around the skills and digital literacy that's going to support their use of devices. Let's talk about culturally relevant content within the digital divide and digital equity. In order to have a truly great reduction in the digital divide and increase digital equity, we need to be sure that our resources are culturally relevant. Learning resources also need to be culturally diverse, support a range of languages, also a range of perspectives in education and the world. Ensuring these features ensures inclusivity for all students. Let's talk about affordability in addressing the digital divide and digital equity. Cost can be a significant barrier in providing devices and internet access. Working with an internet source provider to provide more affordable solutions to internet access or even free access for specific groups is a tremendous strategy that needs to be employed. Providing these resources to low-income families and community is a tremendous step forward in help promoting equity and access. Let's talk about collaborating with communities in order to help support digital equity and reduction in the digital divide. Building relationships with nonprofit organizations or organizations within the community to understand that providing these resources tremendously helps the community is a great way to not only connect with the community, but also the organizations that know how to support it best. Seek to attain the attention of stakeholders around these issues and address how improving access to the internet or providing devices really supports the efforts of the community. In conclusion, supporting a reduction in the digital divide and promoting digital equity is a collaborative process. It's also a collective responsibility. Investing in devices, access, community support, and communication around the value of digital literacy all helps bring a reduction in the digital divide and promotes more effective and equitable use of digital technology tools. Together, we can ensure that everyone has access in this digital world. Let's work together to build a more inclusive and connected world. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for checking it out, and check out digitalfutureseducation.com for more information, and I appreciate your time.